Hello students, welcome to the lecture on restaurant and lounge facilities, and after this lecture we will be able to learn the following objectives. Understand the concept of restaurant marketing, explain how to increase sales for restaurant, explain the expenditure on restaurant marketing, explain the restaurant marketing tactics, discuss the opening a restaurant and lounge, understand the hotel and lounge overview. Restaurant business is very lucrative. Apart from the initial investment that one need to invest, it can earn someone lifelong revenues and luxurious life. For excellent and very high result from opening a restaurant business, there is a lot of hard work and planning required. Everything needs to be perfectly implemented for gaining high profits. A restaurant business is a safe business with no or little risk. One gets what one has invested in a short period of time for sure. Profits can be assured if regularly one is making amendments in accordance with the changing trends. If one has targeted the mass, then someone will surely enrich benefits. Someone have to produce good quality services to customers in order to enjoy the success. Restaurants are in huge demand. A good restaurant is always filled with customers. One can earn millions from a restaurant if everything is perfectly executed. Probability of earning huge profits and less loss is high in opening a restaurant business. It is very easy to get finance for opening a restaurant. Banks and investors understand the profit that they can get by helping one in opening a restaurant. They see profit, and that is why they very easily finance project. Restaurant marketing is both an art and a science that is shrouded in mystery for far too many restaurant owners. Unfortunately, many advertising salespeople do not want to know what is really working. They want to think that the television spots competitor is running with them will be the answer to all of sales building challenges. Not so. This seeks to outline some of the restaurant marketing techniques and principles that are working in successful restaurants around the country. There are several components of successful restaurant marketing. This is not an all-inclusive list, but some top strategic restaurant marketing issues include high competition among the hotels, need the competent team of sales and marketing to promote the product among the competitors. Main responsibilities: responsible for building the image of the organization among the customers, responsible for putting up an effective sales and marketing plan, responsible for carrying out market research, product development campaign, etc. Responsible for finding new segment in market, responsible for bringing business and helping out finance department to achieve the set targets. Whether it is a word of mouth marketing, holiday promotion, or menu marketing, there are plenty of ways to present brand as the outstanding establishment one envisioned from the beginning.
So, how do you market your restaurant? First, you have to look at your customers and figure out who they are and how do they find you. John and Kelly just got home from work and want to eat out. How are they going to decide where to eat? Did they drive by before and decide they want to eat at your place? Probably not. 89% of people search online for a restaurant and look at reviews online before visiting a restaurant. So it's important to capture these customers. You're probably asking, well, how do I get them? First, you need a website to drive traffic, and in 10 seconds or less, you need to say what you serve, how do they find you, and what's your phone number. This website also needs to be creative and separate you from your competitors so you can increase your conversions. Second, you need to use search engine marketing. There's a wealth of information out there, but make sure it's up to date and reputable. There are generally 3 steps. Make your website optimized for tags and content, write great specific keyword focused content through a blog or white papers, and then build links. SEO has a great beginner's guide and is a great place to start. Third, you want to build customer relationships, so use social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube are all great ones for restaurants. Make sure you're building good customer relationships because 60% of your profits will come from 40% of your customers. Also, you don't have to just talk about yourself. Talk about your customers and listen. Fourth, you need a mobile website. Imagine John and Kelly go out by the restaurants an hour wait. They'll use their mobile phones to find a new one. Fifth, use email marketing. Email people once a month and let them know deals through the month, or send them printable coupons. You can use text messaging in place or in addition to. Just don't ever send more than one text every 2 weeks. 6. Use content marketing. Use your blog to blog once a week or more to increase your search rankings. These posts will be posted over the internet, which will capture more market share. Kelly might have been craving your food and search Italian food in your city, and now she knows where to go after work. that should cover everything.
Branding. There has been lots of hype over the last few years about branding. We are all being told we need to do more branding and a better job branding, but no one has really stopped to explain what brand is and how to build it. Restaurant marketing positioning. Positioning is an under-leveraged restaurant marketing component. Positioning is the place holding the customer or prospect mind relative to the competition, the cheaper choice, the higher quality choice, etc. Effective positioning involves incorporation of unique selling proposition, USP. The USP is the one thing that only one can claim. It is a point of differentiation that the competition either cannot or does not claim. An example is Burger King versus McDonald's. Restaurant marketing due diligence. Restaurant marketing does not happen in a vacuum. Effective restaurant marketing must be built on a foundation of fact and knowledge about the market, about the competition, customers, internal customer, financial history, marketing history, the industry, and outside forces that will impact business. Restaurant marketing training. Restaurant marketing, human resources, operation, and training are inextricably connected. One has heard before that great restaurant marketing will just kill a bad operation faster. That is because if one sends people into an operation that is performing at a B level or below, people will have a bad experience and money would be better spent on operation improvement rather than restaurant marketing. Training is a vital component of restaurant marketing for this reason. Training will have to go beyond just employee orientation. One will need an ongoing program that constantly improves and involves staff competencies. It is also a good idea to include a restaurant marketing component in training program so that someone has a staff of ambassadors to help sales building efforts.
Okay, one of the questions that we get asked quite frequently is, what is the best way to market my restaurant? And that just reminds me of the old adage that I can't tell you one way to put 200 people in your restaurant, but I can give you 200 ways to get one person to come into your restaurant. The important thing to remember when you're doing your marketing for your restaurant is that what you're doing is trying to get your message to your customers. That means you have to go where your customers are and you have to approach them for who they are, not what you want them to hear, but what they need to hear, what they're inclined to hear from you. So the most important thing in marketing your restaurant is to really understand who your customers are. Understand how old they are, where they come from, what do they do for a living? Are they blue collar? Are they white collar? Are they professional? Are they old? Are they young? Are they teenagers? Are they college kids? Or are they retired? This makes a huge difference in the way you talk to anyone. When you talk to a person on the street, you talk to them for who they are. And you need to make sure that when you're doing your marketing and you're putting a message out there, that it's really addressing the person that you want it to address, not some message that you've created in your head that you're just dying for them to hear, but it really has to be geared towards who they are, where they are, what they're about. If you can craft your messaging, your marketing message, so that it actually attracts the audience that you want, it's targeted on that audience, then that's the best way to market your restaurant. So the key thing, the best way to market your restaurant is to talk to the right person in the right way.
Now moving on to the next topic, we will study the increased sale for restaurant. Sales building is so much easier when one knows how it works. Unfortunately, the methodology is much easier with the following definition. Every effort one could make to build sales fall into one of just 4 categories. Every promotion, advertisement, or offer will push one of the following 4 buttons. Restaurant marketing neutral. These are first-time customer buying for the first time. They will establish the opinion of hotel during this first purchase and decide what percentage mind share to award in the future. Neutral is the most expensive of the 4 sales builders, as acquisition costs are typically 7 minus 10 more costly to execute than the other sales builders. Restaurant marketing frequency. It is how often existing customers return for future purchases. Frequency is generated by developing enduring relationships and loyalty among customers. Restaurant marketing, check average, often refers to the total purchase for each transaction. In this instance, however, we are referring primarily to per person check average, the amount each guest or customer spends at purchase. restaurant marketing, party size. An SOP is used to maintain high quality service consistently to customer from the time the customer enters the restaurant to the time he or she leaves the restaurant. Waiter or manager in charge should provide the best service they could give. A good service means the customer will be likely coming back to business, and one could easily generate more sales and profit at the end. Let's know now the meaning of expenditure on restaurant marketing. There are several rules of thumb and ratios in the restaurant industry, and there are some for restaurant marketing as well. A typical restaurant should allocate 3% to 6% of sales to restaurant marketing. It is also a good idea to allocate this money proportionately to sales volume, meaning if July is busiest month, one should spend a proportionate amount on restaurant marketing budget in that month. Where the fish is biting, some restaurant owners look at slow periods and think that is when they need to spend money to drive sales. So they spend a big chunk of cash trying to build a happy hour business and forego building on top of their busy periods. Fact is, there is a reason people are not coming in from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. and will be sending valuable marketing dollars down a black hole if tried to build this period. The fact is, new customer acquisition is 7 to 10 times more expensive than building restaurant sales through increased frequency, check average and party size. But restaurant marketing is not always about what is most effective. More often, it is about what everyone else is doing. Restaurant operations see that their competitor is on television or in the yellow pages or on a billboard, and that they should be too. They do this without regard for what is working. Restaurant owners have to wear so many hats that sometimes they just do what is easiest. They write a check for mass media, advertising, and hope for the best. Mass media is often more about feeding ego than driving sales. It is also impossible for most companies to compete in a toe-to-toe battle with the big guys. Subway spends INR 2 lakh per year on television. They can do that because they are a multi-billion-dollar enterprise less than 100 restaurant corporation in the world can claim. The question one has to ask is, do we want to jump off the bridge just because so many other people are? There are several examples of companies, large and small, that are doing a great job of restaurant marketing. Some examples are, on the larger side, Starbucks is doing an awesome job. They spend more money on training than they do on advertising. They do a great job with their internal merchandising, and their menu is much focused. They do not spend money on mass media and instead focus on a core product line and flawless execution. They are now the fastest growing takeout operation in history. A great example of a regional chain that is doing an impressive job with restaurant marketing is Firehouse Subs. They have strong internal merchandising, training and culture programs. They also have a very impressive direct mail program. They send out quarterly saturation mailers offering a free sandwich with no string attached. The mailers draw double-digit responses and drive equally impressive comparable store sales improvement. Research shows that 70% of the people that redeemed the cards became loyal customers, visiting with a much higher frequency than the industry average. There are no silver bullets when it comes to restaurant marketing. Some good examples of successful restaurant marketing tactics are email marketing, bounce backs, affinity marketing programs, publicity through event marketing, partnership with other local retailers, and of course internal merchandising such as bathroom signage and menu merchandising. Effectiveness of restaurant marketing. One piece of analysis we have conducted for clients is to compare the variances period over period for sales and restaurant marketing expenses. We look to determine a correlation. It is amazing how frequently we find that there is absolutely no correlation between sales and restaurant marketing. The graph here is an actual client chart that shows this relationship. This was an independent restaurant operation that had a steady period over period sales increase of around 8%. The other line represents the advertising expenditures. As one can see, there is absolutely no correlation between the two lines. For this independent operator, they represented about INR 1,50,000 in advertising dollars that could have gone straight to the owner's back pocket instead. Local store marketing and neighborhood marketing is basically the same thing. It is a marketing philosophy that seeks to build competitors-proof relationship with customers and employees without a reliance on mass media advertising. Simple fact is, unless one of those 100 restaurant companies that is doing hundreds of millions of dollars in sales per year, one cannot afford not to focus on local store marketing over advertising. The fact that restaurant marketing is not easy is part its competitive advantage. Effective restaurant marketing is not easy. It takes a lot of careful research, analysis, and testing. It is also ever evolving, which makes it even more difficult to master. The most difficult part is that restaurant owners are in the restaurant business, not professional marketers. But do not be discouraged. It is not all gloom. The fact that effective restaurant marketing is difficult to master is what can give the competitive advantage. Restaurant marketing plan has to cover much more than the 4 P's taught in marketing: product, price, place, and promotion. Restaurant marketing does not happen in a vacuum.
It's a jungle out there in the world of restaurant marketing. We're here to stretch your thinking about low-cost and no-cost marketing ideas.
Idea number 1, email marketing. Collect email addresses from your customers, then email them coupons, promotions, birthday wishes. It's affordable and effective.
Idea 2, sampling. Let people inside your restaurant or out at events get a taste of your great food.
Idea 3, fundraisers. Have local schools, churches and non-profits drive traffic to your restaurant in exchange for a percentage of the profits.
Idea 4, become a local celebrity. Do a cooking segment on the local talk show, or create your own cooking show on cable access.
Idea 5, gift cards. These are a great add-on sale, plus it brings in those who receive them who might not be current customers. Plus you can sell them online or locally.
Idea 6, hold a job fair at your restaurant. This will get crowds of people inside your business during the day, then they may come back at night for dinner.
Idea 7, offer a hidden discount. Mail out scratch-off cards that have a variety of discounts under the sticker. Customers can only learn of their discount by brining it in.
Idea 8, speed dating. Hold a speed dating session at your restaurant. Attracts a lot of people, and sells a lot of beverages.
Idea 9, feed the radio disc jockey. Drop off food at the radio station and they will talk about it. Those DJs are animals.
Idea 10, hand out frequency cards. Buy 10 and get 1 free. This is an incentive for people to keep coming back.
Idea 11, happy hour. Weehee. I love happy hour. Small prices, big fun.
Idea 12, connect through social media. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, get customers to interact and become fans.
Idea 13, combo meals. It's the easy way to sell more items per customer. People have been trained by fast food restaurants to order combo meals.
Idea 14, retro rollback. Have a promotion where you roll back prices to the year you opened, or the 10-cent burger, or the rollback of your choice.
Idea 15, wine tasting night. There's a lot of wine lovers out there who would attend your wine tasting.
Idea 16, classic car show. Invite your local car clubs to a car show in your parking lots. Car shows draw crowds and attention.
Idea 17, feature local products. Create a menu with local sourced ingredients. Very popular with the foodies.
Idea 18, limited time offers. Create seasonal menus with limited time promotional items to create urgency for customers to come in and try this new dish.
Idea 19, all you can eat. Price it right, and they will come.
Idea 20, banners and sign. Hang a banner on your building to attract attention.
Idea 21, bounce back coupons. You've already got them in the door, bring them a reason to come back.
Idea 22, school reading awards. Partner with a local school and provide award certificates that are also discount coupons.
Idea 23, word of mouth. Ask your customers to tell a friend about your restaurant.
Idea 24, live entertainment. Bring on a local band or poetry reader.
Idea 25, add a day part. Start selling breakfast or weekend brunch.
Opening a restaurant and launch takes time, patience, and plenty of work. Deadlines must be met and efforts must be set towards meeting budget and creative specification. But with the right planning, getting everything done in a timely manner can be accomplished with minimum frustration. Since first priorities will be to the building business will be located in and to the supplying of restaurant and launch, one need to work closely with contractor to ensure he or she fully understand the operation of establishment and has fulfilled needs in return. Opening of restaurant. Naturally, each restaurant and launch is different, but everyone still has to undergo a certain procedure to ensure a successful. The following 8-week plan offers a time-tested process that can be expanded to 12 weeks, for example, or shortened to 6 weeks, depending on the needs. It also gives plenty of time to cover tracks and plan ahead, just in case the unexpected occurs. Get the preliminaries out of the way. First thing first, prepare pre-opening budget and start envisioning what sort of image one would like to convey for it. Then set out and obtaining the necessary background materials and legalities. Evaluate local broadline distributors and consider specifics like scope or lines of products available, delivery times or frequency, prices on key products, credit terms, electronic or internet ordering options, and other support services offered such as business reviews, consultation, and staff training. Things should be beginning to take shape now, so make it a priority to follow up a timeline and get organized. Arrange for a moving company if needed for furniture and such. Check the status of licenses with the health department, food manufacturer, and water department, as well as with business license, liquor license, and sales and use tax. Also check the status of sales, federal, state, and local tax numbers. Check inception dates and acquire mandatory posters and children's amenities, high chairs, booster carry-ons, etc. Set up communications for office like a fax machine, pagers, and hostess station equipment. Set up credit card merchants accounts and select an accounting service or in-house bookkeeper and acquire the appropriate software. Also obtain menu materials covers, insert to-go menus catering children, and order restroom accessories like hand towels and air dryers, soap dispensers, and trash receptacles. In addition, start thinking about staff and events. Prepare help wanted ads and get employee name tags and restaurant and launch uniform. Identify what staffing need will be exactly and then develop an action plan for meeting those needs. Also order a valid stand and key control system, acquire entertainment permits, and craft a list of potential entertainers, including an invitation list for pre-opening parties and order invitation. Important tasks to consider. Acquire an internet service provider, a kitchen clock, tools, and a tool kit and linens. Also get parking lot stripping and handicap space requirements and select services for local trash picked up, grease removal, exterminator, laundry appliance repair, fire extinguisher, music system, alarm and security system, knife and blade sharpening, window washing, and dishwasher service. Also review Occupational Safety and Health Administration (OSHA) requirements with management. On top of this, the final load of supplies and equipment should be coming in, such as small wares, ice machine, janitorial supplies, annual system, alarm system, fire extinguishers, and more will need to install these items, and they ensure everything meets satisfaction. Obtain subcontractors' telephone numbers in case repairs are needed, and set up all equipment maintenance and repair instruction in designated spots in case fix must be done in-house. In addition, create a control system for padlocks for cooler doors and conduct a safety audit. By this point, one should have received nearly all of equipment and furniture, including tables, chairs, tabletops, benches, canopy, awning or canvas, and more. That means it is time to make sure everything fits, works, and looks like it should. Test all of equipment. Check the walls in and refrigeration temperature. Calibrate the temperature for fryers and griddle, oven, and stove. Also set up an organized supply station, including shelving for walk-in and dry storage, which also must be labeled, and get hostess stand supplies, reservation, book, call clock, pencils, notebook in order. Start a construction punch list in case a final work needs to be done and begin to clean and sanitize the working area. Also set exterior signage, light timer, place initial alcoholic beverage, order and determine light levels and label for each period of the day. Crunch time. No task is too small during this stretch. Granted, frustration will be high, but if all preparation have been met beforehand, should be able to sail into a successful and well prepared. First and foremost, get decor and equipment ready. Hang inside decor, wash windows, install plants, clean all equipment, small wares and stainless steel, complete equipment, warranty cards and run the ice machine, empty it, sanitize it and refill it. All the while continue updating construction punch list. In addition, hold final inspections, receive certificate of occupancy, finalize opening week schedules, finalize the cleanup of interior and exterior, complete pre-opening checklist, take open inventory on all food and beverage items and buy and receive change from the bank. In the meantime, also conduct training, finalize training certification and conduct a practice run, dress rehearsal of opening night. After that, should be ready for business.
Hey, my girlfriend told me that you would meet with me and talk about my restaurant idea. How long have you been in the restaurant business? 26 years. What do you have in mind? It is my dream to open my own restaurant. You must be insane. It is my dream to open my own restaurant. Do you have a concept in mind? Well, like I said, it is my dream to open my own restaurant. Do you have a location in mind? I want to restore a historic building downtown. Where will people park? We will pay for our customers parking in a nearby hotel parking ramp. Will you be providing daycare for your employees too? I hadn't planned on that, but that is a great idea. You are a dreamer. I think I am going to be sick. What do you plan on naming your restaurant? I don't know. Do you have a business plan? All of my friends tell me I rock at cooking and entertaining. Have you ever worked in a restaurant? I worked at Starbucks and was Employee of the Month. I will have an espresso machine. We will offer fresh fruit smoothies and wheatgrass shots. That is amazing. Would you hire a chef? No, I would write all the menus and do all the cooking myself. Where is the hidden camera? I am waiting to see if we are on a reality television show. How many customers would you seat? 25. Wow. That is a miracle. I can tell you have done some real number crunching. I will be the only pet-friendly restaurant in the city and will have water bowls on the floor and give each pet a treat. It has always been a dream of mine to own a restaurant. Have you lost your mind? Where would you get your employees? Most of my friends want to work for me in my dream restaurant. They will hate you by the end of their first week. Do you realize that 70% of restaurants fail in 3 years? I plan on doing almost everything myself. Most independent restaurant businesses do not make it past the first year, and the reason is invariably the lack of restaurant working capital. I have a savings account. I am going to do my own dishes. Hold on, I need to get my camcorder. This might be the dumbest thing I have ever heard. I know my restaurant will be better than any other restaurant. Why? I will buy only locally grown organic vegetables. You realize we live in northern Minnesota? You are crazy. I will raise my own cows and chickens for my dream restaurant. My fish will be flown in daily. I will have seafood options no one has ever had in town. You should be shot. I will support local farmers with my proceeds. You will be destroyed. I will bake my own bread and desserts. You will be working 20 hours a day. It is my lifelong dream to open my own restaurant. I will have rooftop dining. You will lose your savings. I will be open all holidays. You will lose your girlfriend. I will even be open on Christmas Day. You will lose your house. I have dreamed of having my own restaurant my whole life. I will have live music every night. You will be bankrupt in 6 months. I love to cook and talk to my friends. When you close, you will not have a friend in the world. I will give all my customers a free cup of organic fair trade Ethiopian coffee. Please leave now. I am not finished talking about my dream restaurant. Please leave or I will call security. I will send you an invite to join my Facebook page when I open my dream restaurant. I will put my daily specials on Facebook and tweet my every move. Get out.
Hotel and launch overview. Establishing a hotel and launch business clientele will take some time as a research revealed word of mouth or recommendations, referrals, value as a primary way in which hotel and launch services are selected by new guests. People who are completely new to the area or who have few established connections may look to the yellow pages or other advertising to establish available services, then call for information or pricing. Industry keys to success. A property designed for the guests and or launch patron, frequent guest award program, control overhead and operational costs, regular and ongoing guest feedback, latest technology or software capacity. Weekend launch, a piano bar, dance floor, entertainment, unique, timeless and comfortable environment, dedicated management and associated support staff, market analysis. Now in the end, let us summarize what we have learned in this lecture. Establishing a hotel and launch business clientele will take some time as a research revealed word of mouth or recommendations or referrals and value as a primary way in which hotel and launch services are selected by new guests. Restaurant business is very lucrative. Apart from the initial investment that one needs to invest, it can earn someone lifelong revenues and luxurious life. Restaurant owners always get a chance to meet with the high-profile people and enjoy a luxurious life.